Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Christmas is coming really soon, and I want to do something pretty special. So today we're getting in the van and we're going to Walmart. So you're probably asking, what's the deal? What are we doing? What's going on? Well, every year I come back to Texas so I can spend the holidays with my family, and it's something that is very important to me. You've probably noticed on my channel that I really enjoy doing things with my family and having those special moments. So with that said, Christmas time is a pretty big one. So this year I decided I was gonna deep dive a little bit more into the holiday and kind of incorporate what I do with being home. I am going to be taking Dimples here, all of Dimples, and I'm going to be decorating Dimples to be in a holiday parade in my hometown. The hometown that I grew up in, the hometown that my family still lives near. I decided it is time, and so we have some decorating to do. So here we go. Let's go and buy some things. It's a lighted Christmas parade, so we're going to see if we can't make Dimples glow. Now, somewhere along the line, Dimples is also going to have to get a bath because Dimples is pretty nasty. So I'll probably do that also because otherwise, look at this. This is nasty, guys. Ooh. Now, while we're on the way to the store, if you have any holiday traditions, I want to hear about them in the comments. Leave me a comment below and tell me what it is you do with your family, whether it's a get-together, a special dish, whatever. This is one of the things I do with my family, and now with you guys coming along for the ride. Now, whenever we actually get everything kind of set, I'm actually going to have you all riding in the parade with me, which is going to be super fun and kind of par for the channel. But we're almost to the store, so let me make a list before we go inside. And FYI, I have one other thing that I'm also going to be sharing, and that will be on another video, which will be playing on my next upload day. So you're going to want to check that one out too. Another special thing from me to you guys for Christmas. Okay, Dimples, I'll be back. I am at Walmart. I mean, where else? They have a little bit of everything, and I did establish a list. I have several things on it, so we're going to need a cart. Okay, these. Yeah, these right here. Okay, so we got all of the ones that have the white, and we had to get green too, which is gonna be way weird, but you know, it is what it is. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of math to see if we can put some of these back. I have 16 of them, and it's kind of slim pickings. It really is. So there's that. I also got some pink lights because I'm actually doing something kind of just for myself. I don't know if it's gonna work out or not. We'll see. I started it, it looks good. This was for a different project for that other video, but I can't believe I'm buying all these lights for my van. We have a few other things also. We have to get something to secure them. We need to get some poster board. We need to get some markers. Oh my gosh, this is turning into a project. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Look at this. 24 feet per roll. So 24 feet times 16. Oh, that definitely has us covered. That might be excessive. Yeah, after a little bit of math, I think we can put a couple of these back. Next up, painter's tape. I was watching some YouTube videos and they secured lights to their car using painter's tape. Crossing our fingers this works. Now, they didn't say which one. That could be a problem. Oh no. We'll get this one and do a little test with it. I mean, I can always use some painter's tape somewhere, surely. Now, a kind of fun story about this particular parade. I actually was in it before, a long time ago. In fact, you know how my name on the channel is Bunny Plays Here? I was actually a bunny when I was in the parade because I was our school's mascot. It's a nickname that just stuck with me and is now part of my channel. But I haven't been in it in quite some time. So this is gonna be my reunion to the parade. Sure, it'll be super fun. But we have a couple more things, let's get on to it. pay no attention to the mess and dimples. I'm working on a few projects and I was trying out something different and it didn't work. So I just kind of threw everything back in. I'm gonna do a thorough cleaning before I hit the road again. Don't worry. Okay, so this is the basic plan, and I know this is a really weird looking drawing, but envision this. This is the side of the van. So like this part right here is this that we're showing. Can't you see? It looks exactly the same. Really? Don't you see it? Can't you see it? So the goal is to create these 3 big posters that are actually going to look like postcards. I wanted to do something for this float that really echoed what it is that I do while I'm traveling. And so postcards is something that has always been associated with me and my travels. So these are postcards. Now this one on the back, you'll notice, has like a letter. And this is actually going to be like a postcard directly to Santa that's going to be saying, I hope you enjoy the campsite that I shared with you. Love, Bunny. Or something like that. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have something special that's actually going to go on the top of the van where you see those little lines across. Those are strings that are going to hold this, but on top of those is going to be something special that I'm not going to share just yet. Now that we have a plan, it's time to make the magic happen, and I will be showing you a little glimpse of what's going into this, but I want to leave the big stuff a surprise for whenever we get finished. So, without further ado, I am ready to bring a little piece of what I do back home for the holidays. Okay, so it's time to start designing the giant postcards, and I went ahead and pulled out an example postcard just so I know where everything goes. This is one that I have from Cripple Creek whenever I visited the narrow gauge railway there. And as you can see, I'm using it kind of as a template so I know where to put everything. So this is going to be basically a giant version of this, but on this one I'm going to have one on each side, and it's going to be my letters to Santa so that it makes the top part of the van make sense. So here I go. Okay, these things are pretty big, but you can see that this is the one that's actually addressed to Santa. Now, I have a few finishes that'll be done around the edges to make it really bright and illuminated, but now we're moving on to the other postcards. For this one, I went ahead and drew a mountain, and I have some Christmas trees and a tent, and I'm going to make this into a mountain Christmas with my little mountain Christmas trees. Just have a little bit of coloring to do to fill in my lines of my design, and this is gonna be super fun. We have an update. Okay, so I was just kind of out here looking at where the postcards are gonna fit after I've been drawing for like hours on these, and I have a little break moment for my hand. I just received the actual parade route, so we're gonna go inside and check it out. I'm super excited because I can show you guys for the first time kind of what the path is gonna be. I'm starting to get so amped up for Christmas. Okay, we worked our Google fingers, we pulled up Facebook, and this is it. This is the actual community that I'm gonna be doing my parade in. And here is the parade route. Now, if you are seeing this video, you'll probably notice it says December 4th right here, and you are seeing this later than that. But if you're seeing this whenever it airs, that means I am no longer here. You know how this works, guys. So this is gonna be the parade route. It goes a few blocks. We're actually gonna start out over here, and I have to meet up there at like 4:30, and then they're gonna do a judging. So we actually are gonna be in a competition with anybody else who's traveling along this route that has a small float. It's gonna be super, super cool. We're coming back outside. We're gonna do some sizing things and then get back to some drawing. But again, if you are seeing this later in the month, there is a reason why I always upload kind of at a little bit of a delay. It's because I travel by myself and I like to stay safe. So when you're seeing this, the parade has long since gone, but I still wanted to share it with you because it's an awesome way to celebrate the holidays. So I need to get my measuring tape out and do a little measuring. I just put the finishing touches on this one, which is Christmas in the Desert. Again, these are just kind of a fun, comical look at what it is that I do. This one's like a psychedelic tribute to the theme, which is Oh Christmas Tree. And this is a beautiful campsite in the mountains that I'm gonna be sharing. So all the different things that I do. Okay guys, you can't tell, but I have actually taken out a lot of the things that I use regularly in the van to make way for Christmas. And I'm packing all of our different items that we're gonna use on the parade float inside so we can drive it to our secret location tomorrow, which is actually a little closer to the parade route. And I have to say guys, it has been a struggle bus to get here. I have not felt great the last couple days. This time of year is always a little weird for me. I always have some really bad allergies, and so I've been trying to like work through it and get everything kind of ready. But tomorrow, bright and early, we're gonna wake up and actually drive to the location where we'll be putting it all together, and I'm super excited. Our parade lineup is at 4:30, and they do a judging actually at 5. So even though it's not necessarily about winning, wouldn't that be cool? It super would. So I need to put the rest of the stuff in the van, and yeah, a lot of work goes into this. A lot that you haven't seen yet, but you will see as soon as we start putting it together tomorrow. And onto the bed these go, looking a little bit different than they did before. And I made sure not to wash my van linens because I know that this stuff is gonna get everywhere. So after this, the bed is getting a good cleaning. And last but not least, the last sets of lights. Just in case you didn't think I was super serious about this, lights, 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 lights. Something special and something special. Now that we're back inside, how are we going to power all of those lights? Well, as a van lifer, of course, I have a solution for this, and it comes in the way of a portable power station. In fact, I've been trying out this Rockpal 300 watt portable power station, and it's pretty awesome. It has tons of different areas that I can plug into, and I think this is going to be awesome for helping me to run my Christmas lights. I'm super excited because this is a lot lighter than my other power station, so I can kind of move it around to figure out what works best. And then also, again, much smaller, so it's more compact. So we're going to be checking this out. I'll show it to you in the morning whenever we start putting things together. I've already done a couple tests with it. I'm really liking it. But yeah, the Rockpals is going to power our Christmas. Okay, good morning, adventurers. We have one last stop to make here at Walmart because I forgot a couple things. I need to get some more cords, and I need to get something to tie the special item down onto the roof. And then we're gonna go wash the van because the van needs to be washed in order for the lights to adhere to it. So here we go. Okay, so we finished up at Walmart. I just went and washed the van. And have you ever been to a car wash where you feel like no matter how much you scrub, it's just kind of moving the dirt on your vehicle? That's kind of what I feel like today. I put in like $10, and while the van is slightly cleaner, it's not near as clean as it is sometimes when I go to other car washes. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of the case, unfortunately. So I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, dry off, and then we're gonna get started. I am at our top secret location, and we'll be putting this thing together pretty soon. Okay, adventurers, I'm in my top secret location. I'm about to organize all the things that are gonna be going into the van, and I'm gonna show you what all we have. Now, I'm super excited because finally it is time to start putting it together, and you'll notice I went ahead and I took off my signs because they're going to be moving, and yeah, we got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Okay, we have all of our materials for the van all stretched out now, and you can see we got a lot of work to do. Tons of Christmas lights. These are our 2 special items for the roof, and then I have some super fun things also. So now this is gonna be the fun part, putting it all together. And here's Dimples getting ready to get some pretty Christmas on. I'm super excited, and we're in this interior space right now because the weather is a bit humid, and also we want to keep it a secret until we actually roll out the fun. Is that necessary? Absolutely not. Is it just fun? Yeah, it is. And with this, I'm actually kind of in a darker area, so as I put the lights on, I can also look to make sure that they're going to look the way I kind of want them to. So that was another big, huge bonus of doing it inside. And then we're gonna back it out and go over to the parade route. PAL 300 in here. I've got it fully charged up, and this is actually going to be sitting in the front seat with this cord running out the window to power the lights. Okay, we're doing our first lights test just to make sure everything's good. I just turned on the van because I don't want to use my power source yet, but oh yeah, we're gonna be lit up. We're gonna be so lit up. So this is what we're working with so far. This is going to be all over the hood. So I still have to fill in this spot. I'm gonna do this entire side, and then we're gonna start on the sides after we get the postcard hung up. But yeah, this is gonna look awesome. Okay guys, so a lot of progress is being made. We're creating this like cloud of happiness, and if you have seen my Silver Dollar City video, I kind of took a little nod from them because I really liked the way it looked. But here's the postcards, and what's this? That is my little special treat. Look, it's Santa and a little fluffy having fun by a campfire. This is such a me kind of thing, but we're not finished yet. We're still working, and time is ticking down. We have about an hour before we have to actually be in line. So warp speed, here we go. Okay guys, we are done, and I will show you what it looks like in just a minute. You'll see I have random lights draped literally everywhere. There are over 1,500 lights on Dimples right now, which is insane. But I am actually waiting to get followed to the parade route because there's a few bumps and I want to make sure everything's good. But look at these guys. What? Boy, am I happy that I had somebody follow me. The little Christmas tree tumped over, and right now my dad is on my roof helping me out, so it's gonna be one of those interesting days. We are in our lineup. There are floats all around us, and we're awaiting judging right now, which is gonna be super, super fun. So let me give you a sneak peek of what it looks like now when it's still bright outside. You can't tell for sure what it looks like, but ooh, 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 some of the lights are peeking through. Now I am waiting on one more thing. I forgot my camera batteries, so I'm actually having to record on my phone. Oh no, I was just so overwhelmed. So now I'm just having to wait on that, and then I'll make sure that you guys have a few different views of the parade. So Merry Christmas, and this is what Dimples looks like. Batteries have arrived, so Dimples, we'll be right back. Yeah. One thing though, I will say, whenever the lights go down and the sun fades, we will definitely be able to see what Dimples really looks like, because Dimples will be glowing. But yeah, battery time. Woohoo! Mom's all decked out for the holiday too. Now, I said this before, I am doing this parade because my mom asked me to. This is our little hometown area where I grew up, and so she thought it would be a fun thing for me to do something kind of cool in the adventure vehicle. And I agree. This is about to be super fun. It took a long time to get it together, and yeah, Merry Christmas, right? It's all in good spirit. Now that we made it back into the van, let's check out the Rock Pal. I have it going. It's pulling about 5 watts right now, and I'm using the USB and then also one of the output jacks right here. It's doing pretty well, and this is going to be powering the vast majority of our outdoor lights that you're already seeing. And in the meantime, I'm also charging up some GoPro batteries. The nice thing about this particular unit is that it does have this wonderful plug right here where I can do either AC or DC over here, but also I have 3 different USB ports, and you can turn on the USB separate from the AC ports, which you can't do with other power stations. And this is kind of cool because I also have a DC output that connects like this, which I don't have on my other power station either. So this is something very cool because I have a few devices that I've been looking at that have these kind of output areas. So super cool. Again, 300 watts, and look, super small and portable, easily fits into my front seat with all of my other things like my camera gear and things, and doesn't take up the whole space, which is really nice. So a little update, it's getting super dark, and you can definitely tell what colors we have on the van now. And I'm excited. We have about an hour left still, so quite a while before we actually start rolling down the parade route. But more people are pulling in. They have done the judging now. I have no idea if we won or not, but again, it's about the Christmas spirit more than anything. So let's check out our Rock Pal, and then let me show you what it looks like when it's fully dark. You can see the Rock Pal is doing good at 95% still. We're running at about 3 or 4 watts depending, and actually making some really good progress here. The parade has not even begun, and Santa is making his rounds. Santa is always the iconic person in this parade, like all parades for Christmas, but he is making sure that everybody, even the kids that are on the floats, get their chance to say hello and Merry Christmas. So that's kind of cool. We're down to about 8 minutes before parade time, so it's getting pretty close. I think I'm gonna start the GoPro up. I have my cameras positioned. This one is actually going to be looking out this window right here, and then I have one that's gonna be facing me also, so that's gonna be super fun. Now, I do have 2 people kind of planted on the parade route, my mom and my dad, and they're going to be helping me with the videoing of the parade today because this is a family kind of thing, so you're gonna get to see their perspectives also, which is kind of fun. So here we go. I was watching over the float that's in front of me earlier, and as a result of me doing that, they brought me cookies and coffee. So it's super nice because it's getting a little chilly outside. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles
gonna lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, yeah. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
the line over here as we're kind of coming in for the finish. A lot of floats this year, tons and tons. In fact, I was number 32 and there were even more behind me. Well guys, the parade is over and I'm going back to our secret location to take everything off of Dimples. This was so fun and I had a blast. I hope you've enjoyed coming with me to do something a little bit different in my van. Just because you have a van doesn't mean you can't do something awesome with it other than just travel. You could be in a holiday parade too. Till next time guys, bye!